You know, one of the questions we've been asked over and over since buying our new F-150 is, when are you going to get it ready to flat tow? Well, today is the day that we start making progress. Over the years, we've trusted Blue Ox towing equipment on both our H2 Hummer as well as our Jeep Gladiator. In fact, we shared some videos showing the installation of the base plate as well as the lighting kit on the Jeep Gladiator. The fact is, we've been buying and using their products for years, and after thousands of miles on the road, it's a system that we've come to trust. So we're excited to share that Blue Ox is the sponsor of today's video, and they have provided us a base plate and a lighting kit for our new F-150. So in today's video, we're going to install the base plate, which gets us one step closer to having this truck ready to flat tow behind our motorhome. In our later video, we'll also install the wiring kit, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In the Blue Ox box, I had the base plates, of course. I've got some of our hardware, handle nuts, little adapter or mount for the 6-pin connector, and right there are the safety cables. Okay, so to get started, we have to remove our bumper. There are 3 bolts and nuts that hold it here. We got 1 on the inside of the rail, 2 that'll be on the outside. This is the passenger side, and the same over here on the driver's side. All right, just to give us a little bit more room up under here to be able to get to our bolts, at least the one on the inside rail, we're going to remove this plate right here that sits right up under the air cooler. So this is a 15 millimeter. I'm just going to remove that. Should be able to just pull it right on off. Yeah, just pop it loose right there. Right there, and the lines and the hoses should be, yeah, the lines and the hoses can hold the air cooler. Okay, as you can see, with the plate gone, it's much easier to get to our inside nut as well as the 2 outside. So we're going to remove those now. Those are 21 millimeters. You see, got that side. Now we're going to move over to the driver's side. We left 1 top bolt over here on the passenger side on because we don't want the bumper to drop, and I also left 1 on the other side. So we left a couple of bolts barely on there. I got my wife Clay out here to help me now, so we're going to make sure this bumper don't drop, and we got a couple connections that we need to take care of. So let's get that started. You got it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. Up under, yeah, here we go. All right, now see this connector right here. I got to pull back on that, guys. You're probably not going to be able to see it on the video. Maybe I can show you a little bit later how we did it. Okay, got that big one undone. There's going to be one more over here, supposedly. Okay. We got the bumper off. Here is our big connection. That was pretty easy to get off. The connection we had some trouble with was this one right here. And then this right here, of course, is another plug-in. I'll show you where that goes as well. That goes to the louvers, I believe. That was really easy to get off, a pain to get off right there. All right, so these actually go over the hooks, our tow hooks like that. And most of the time, they're probably going to fall off if you take your bumper off. I know mine, both of mine fell off, but I just wanted you to know they were there. Right up under here is 2 15 millimeter bolts that we're going to remove because we actually are going to remove the hook, and this is where the base plate actually screws into. Okay, we do not need any of this anymore. So we're going to set all this to the side. We're going to set our tow hook to the side because we don't need that anymore. And the base plate's actually going to go right here where the tow hook used to be. According to my instructions here, I am to, here's the instructions right there. Put a split washer on, and then a flat washer on, and use red Loctite. Put some red Loctite on there, and as a matter of fact, I will be putting red Loctite on everything going forward. Yeah, put it through there. Insert it up through here. And get this started just enough to hold it for me. Yeah, here we go. All right, we're going to do that again for the back bolt. Split washer, flat washer, Loctite. For the rear bolt, we have to use the handle nut so we can obviously reach it. Let me see if I can get this started back here. Okay, so we got the handle nut started. Let's see if we can just snug this up a little bit. All right, now that we got the base plate fairly secure, or at least a little probably beyond hand tight, I want to make sure that the outside of this base plate is against my outside frame or frame rail, because we're going to actually drill with a 1/2 inch drill bit 2 holes here. We got our holes drilled. We're going to use a long bolt according to my instructions with a split washer and some Loctite. We'll stick it in. And of course, this is where we have to use our second handle nut, because we are, I'm just going to get this started here by hand, of course. Now for the front bolt, put that in. All right, get it good and snugged up, then we'll come back and torque all of this. Now on these handle nuts right here, I'm just going to work it up and down, because you got to remove those. You can clip them. I've clipped them with the Jeep, I believe. I think with this one, I'm just going to work it out till it breaks. All right, so that's the passenger side on there. Obviously, she's not going anywhere. I'm going to torque it down to this according to the specs. Now let's move over to the driver's side. Again, we're just going to do the same thing on this side. You see I've got my split washer here. I got my flat washer. I got the Loctite. Got our base plate. We're going to put that down here in the back. All right, let's see if we can get that in there. All right, now for the back one again, I got my split washer, my flat washer, my Loctite. Let's put it on back here. All right, so I want to make sure now that this is good and snug against my rail. Front hole. We insert it into the back hole there. And again, I'm just gonna try to break these off. If not, I'll cut them. Now we've got all the bolts installed. The last thing we wanna do is put our safety cables on. And to do that, we're gonna wrap around the frame behind the cross member here. And then we're gonna actually lock each of these into our clip here. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna find a good place to route this. All right, so I'm gonna go up here. Grab it right there. Okay, yep, good. All right, so I got it wrapped around the frame behind the cross member, and I'm just gonna actually hook this together. There's a hole back here in the Blue Ox base plate, and we're going to hook these two together and then hook this into the hole. Let me show you this. And then we're going to hook right into that hole right there, and then we're going to secure the safety cables. Ensure that we're not hitting any lines or anything else that will cause us some problems. And we did the same thing over here on the driver's side. All right, once again, going to make sure that we're not doing causing any issues or any problems. There, looks good. Right there looks good. That would be mounted back up. Now all that's left to do is reinstall the bumper. That is the install of the Blue Ox base plate on my 2026 F-150. And I will tell you, I really think the install went really well. I mean, I will tell you this, I spent more time on the bumper, removing it and putting it back on, than I did on the install. But I really like the way this Blue Ox looks on my truck. You can see that it's just not that noticeable when you're not flat towing. And Again, the install was not that big of a deal. So I want to thank Blue Ox again for sending this to us. We will be doing another video on the wiring kit, so stay tuned for that. We'll be installing the breakaway switch. And I really want to take my time with this one because I really want to be careful and selective as to where I put my 6-pin connector. I would love to have something that maybe put it in here, but nonetheless, I'll look at it. I just want to take my time and be discreet wherever it goes, as discreet as possible. So we'll be taking a look at that. And hey, if you want to see a video on how to install a Blue Ox base plate on a Jeep, take a look at this video right here. If you want to see how to do annual maintenance on your Blue Ox tow bar, take a look at this video over here, and we'll see you guys there.